the Russo brothers. Pretty much I would say, the definitive directors of the MCU. Is anybody going to argue that? Like, they're the best? Like, there's really...
I don't know. That's a tough question.
Because, I mean, they've made The Winter Soldier arguably the best film in the MCU. Civil War, like, an almost unachievable task, which we've seen fail from the other studios trying to attempt it. And then the monumental task of what they're doing with Infinity War just kind of puts them on another pedestal as directors. So, it's...
But then you got that Favreau, Iron Man.
True, yeah.
The situation they had and how well that movie turned out is
true. Yeah.
And then you got like Gunn,
Yeah, with Guardians, that was a pretty incredible task to do. But either way, the Russos might be interested in extending their Marvel stay.
Yeah. Which, I'm down for.
Mm-hmm.
What they do, I don't know.
So, I think people forget this. Back in the good old email leaks that happened with Sony after Amazing Spider-Man 2, the Russo brothers specifically emailed Sony talking about the potential of down the road them using their own studio that they're starting up to make comic book movies with Sony. And that hasn't happened since because they're sticking around. Obviously, this is before Infinity War and all that started moving headstrong forward. Now,
well, they do have that Deadly Class TV show going up.
So, I'm willing to bet that once they're done with Infinity War, they're probably going to start off their own little thing that's more integrated into the whole Hollywood film thing. And it wouldn't shock me if under their belt, they're willing to take a couple MCU movies and develop them as they see fit. Because it guarantees them jobs, and it makes them pretty much a big mainstay in Hollywood for a better part of another decade. And who wouldn't want job security for another decade making billion-dollar hits every year? So, it's crystal clear to me. Now, what properties they do, that's the big question. I think they would be a perfect fit for something like Fantastic Four.
See, I was thinking Fantastic Four, but I was trying to think of something that would be completely different. And it's like, yes, the Fantastic Four are the family aspect and it's slightly different, but they still have that cosmic side, and they've done the cosmic side with Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like, what could be really... No, they've done the political thing. I don't know.
I mean, we could finally get Namor. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for that one.
I mean, you could do Namor. But then again, that's another possibly another political thing because of how Atlantis and everything.
Well,
I don't know. I'd want something like completely different. Like maybe not necessarily a comedy because they do comedy anyway.
So here's the thing. I made a video about this, why I think it's going to happen. And if you go back to the original press release from Marvel Studios, when they announced what they were developing, when they included in that press release, they said they're developing Power Pack, Luke Cage, Doctor Strange, and Kazar on top of this phase 1 that they had in Ant-Man that was already in development. Luke Cage is done. Doctor Strange, that's already out there. Honestly, I think Kazar, now that they fully own Savage Land and everything with the Fox thing when it goes through, you can't tell me that you don't look at that Jurassic Park money and go, imagine throwing a couple Marvel characters in there. It would print money. And imagine all the toy sales, dude. I think Kazar, because they have been developing it, and I know a dude who did concept art for Marvel Studios for the last couple of years. I know he's done Kazar concept art. So I think realistically in the next 5 to 6 years, you're probably going to see Kazar in the Savage Land or something. And it's going to be completely different looking, but I think that's what you need. And they've said a couple times, after Infinity War, we're going to take risks and go places you aren't expecting. What's more unexpected than dinosaurs?
That was before they had the X-Men.
True.
Which, thinking about it, I think if you have the Russos set up the X-Men, and then or even maybe just Wolverine, just have them set up that corner, and then you can, kind of like how TV directors do it. You have the pilot director, and that sets the entire tone. Have them set up that corner.
Every time I think about the MCU X-Men and who could possibly handle them, I get giddy just knowing that they're going to be handled with so much love and respect. Oh man, it's gonna get insane.
You'll actually get an X-Men movie.
Yeah, true. The first one ever.
They won't replace the Phoenix with Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm always salty about that one.
Or maybe how about if they split the Russo brothers up? One gets one project, another gets another.
Yeah, I mean, why not give one Fantastic Four, give one the X-Men?
Oh.
Do it that way. I mean, that's kind of basically how they work anyway. They kind of split themselves up.
And don't forget, my boy Dr. Doom's still gonna get a movie. Well.
He ain't gonna get a movie.
Don't say that.
Actually, I don't know. A villain movie from Marvel would be interesting.
I think that would honestly be amazing.
But actually, from what they've said, Avengers Infinity War is a Thanos movie, so
True.
You're probably going to get a villain movie now. Which I'm fine with. That's what I wanted.
Same.
Yeah, I think probably Fantastic Four and X-Men would be the safest bet for them. Just because then everything's more consistent with everything.
I mean, at the earliest that people can expect to see Fantastic Four X-Men are 2021, but that's even stretching it. It's probably a little bit after that, so like it's.
Well, say the deal gets done 29. Actually, yeah, 2 years to make a movie. Yeah, 2021. Yeah.
Because Marvel has that 1 year to shoot and finish everything, then the movie can come out. But they always take like 6 to 8 months of pre-production, like doing the script and all that. So when you think of it that way, it's like, yeah, they can take their time and do it.
I wonder if they're doing like the sneaky sports thing, like just to channel my inner Joe for a second, where it's like you're on garden leave, like someone's moving to a different team, you're on garden leave, and like you can't work for them, but everyone knows you're working for them when you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
So like, I can imagine Feige's like, right, it's gonna happen.
Yep.
Get to work on scripts.
Oh,
like,
I guarantee you they're already meeting with people to work on scripts and come up with ideas, because he's already said there was always contingency plans, and I guarantee they knew how they wanted to do it. And now it's just like, well, it's going to happen. Get the best people we got on it, and let's see what we can come up with before it's official, which makes me think that it's like they have so much time to actually come up with ideas that these movies, once they materialize, are going to be so solid in execution, you know? Like, a lot of possibilities.
I'd be very surprised if they haven't got like stacks of scripts.
Yeah.
Like, here's the trilogies and everything else. Like the 3 X-Men trilogies, 2 Fantastic Four ones. Let's make up for everything.
Yep. Here's the direction. This is the only way you can take it. Take it. Oh, okay. Like,
here's how it fits with everything.
Mm-hmm. The MCU style way, they decided which direction they were going to take it in, and then that's the direction they took it in. So, and it worked out clearly.
Like, when the whole deal news dropped, they were like, "Oh yeah, we want to recast Wolverine." It's like, yeah, you're working on something.
Yep.
you already know what you want to do.
Oh yeah. Totally. So that's it for our Marvel Future Russo Brothers discussion.